I'm joining Alan GREEFF ahead of racing on Friday. Looking forward to being back on the grass, and the yard will get underway in race 2, where Arturo, who won his last well, will step out alongside Path of Choice. Now, he can show improvement from pole position draw and his merit rating trickling down.
Morning, Nadine. Yeah, Arturo, he won a good race last time, and the handicapper thought likewise, gave him a big boost in the ratings, but he's a consistent type horse, and I think he'll run a nice race. He'll definitely be running on. He is drawn a little bit wide there. On the opposite end of the scale, Path of Choice is drawn 1. He's got the gun draw. He's come down in his ratings, and I think we can expect a better run from him.
Race 3 is a busy race for the yard, where they'll step out the 4 runners, all of My Best Shot, who raced ahead of a big merit rating race last time out, and accordingly he won, and he really does look an exciting sort. Mr. Speaker, on paper, at the conditions, he's very well weighted and actually better off at the weights to My Best Shot. Both Walt Whitman and Can't Say No are runners that ran yesterday, and I'm sure Alan will be monitoring their progress.
Yeah, My Best Shot won a nice race, and he's a progressive type horse, and I think he's a horse to definitely keep an eye on. Walt Whitman and Can't Say No both ran on the Tuesday meeting, and we'll see how they pull up and settle in if they take their chances. Mr. Speaker had a first run for me, his last run over a sprint 1200, and it was a novice plate. He's got a high rating, and there wasn't that much separating My Best Shot and Mr. Speaker in the run 2 runs back. So two nice horses, but My Best Shot I think is a really progressive type horse.
We move to race 4, and Arabian Red. Well, she takes on male opposition here, but she's in good form and she really loves the mile.
Yeah, she does get the fillies allowance in the classified, and I think she's well weighted in that regard. I think she's she's a consistent filly. She's a little filly, gutsy filly, and last time she looked like a winner everywhere bar on the line. I know she's taken on the male opposition, but she's getting that allowance, as I said earlier.
2 runners in race 5, another little filly, and that is SPL The Main Brace. Well, she'll be having her first run as a 3-year-old off an unbeaten record as a juvenile. She'll be joined by Siberian Steel, who's holding form.
Yeah, SPL The Main Brace, she's done nothing wrong, and she's now making her 3-year-old debut. She's taking on older horses, and her rating's pretty high, so this was about the best place to find her and stick her in. But she's consistent, she's working well, and I'm happy with the Siberian Steel. Tricky fella, has the ability, just needs to gel together. He ran a good race 10 days ago, and he could be in the money as well.
The Friendly City Stakes is up next. Race 6, the yard will be well represented here in what is going to be a really, really great race. We're in the box of Fairy Night, champion 3-year-old Colt Gelding. He'll be joined by champion 3-year-old filly, and that is Joy and Peace. So they go head to head. Very exciting for the Halo Syndicate. Joining them will be Street Art, who's new to the yard from the Highveld. He's a 4-time winner and looks decent. And Official Secret, well, she ran a great race in the Jockey Club Stakes last time out. So Alan, you'll be happy with your hand here.
Yeah, I've got a nice hand of horses running in this race, and make no mistake, it's not an easy race. It's really a top quality field, and I think anything could pop out here. Any horse is a deserving type of winner. Fairy Night, he ran last time out, he won a good race, and he's drawn 1. Richards opted to stay with him. Street Art having his first run here in the Eastern Cape, for me, he's a type of horse that I think is looking for further, but that's a good place to start. Joy and Peace, well, she's done nothing wrong. She's one of the higher rated horses, and she's had a winning streak of 5 or 6 runs in a row, and she's now really taking on top quality horses as far as the boys. So she's been restricted by the Derby, I suppose, to the fillies race, all 3-year-old races. And then Official Secret, well, she's an old hand at this, really hard knocking filly, and I think all these horses definitely have a chance if they put their best foot forward.
Race 7 is a Pinnacle for fillies and mares over 1,200 metres. Here the yard will step out 3 Rocks, who was very, very stiff last time out. You've got a feel for her. Miss Greenlight also holding form well, and on a prior run to 3 Rocks, nothing between them. And Gotchek with Love, she may be up in class, but she's in steady form, and she's not without chance.
Yeah, all 3 fillies got a chance here. 3 Rocks, Miss Greenlight, not much separates the 2 of them. And, 3 Rocks, very unlucky last time. Go Check with Love, nice filly, consistent filly, and she's up in class. She got 4 points for running second the other day, so she's had to take the knock with it, and hence we've had to throw her into a race like this. Maybe a little bit on the tough side for her, but we'll see how she goes.
And finishing in race 8 will be Holly's View and By the Light of the Moon.
Yeah, Holly's View's had a little bit of a rest. She didn't winter really that well, and she's now started to lose her coat and looking a bit better, and so she's back into the swing of things. And then By the Light of the Moon, not far off them last time, although finishing 8th. She was only beaten about a length and 3/4, and she was a little bit slow out the gates that day. Got left by 2 lengths, so beaten a length 3/4. Filly that you can't leave out.
And that's a great roundup of the GREEFF runners on Friday.